What's happening, guys? Well, it's a nice, beautiful, windy day here. Gonna a bit of a heads up here. This boat, I'm just waiting on a few seals here. I took the bottom end of the boat out just to, I want to make sure it's good and not going to give me any issues. So hopefully, shouldn't be too much longer. Maybe another week if I'm lucky. But in the meantime, I picked something else up. There you go. We got a fishing boat. No, the wood is not going fishing. That's for another project I had to pick up along the way. But see here, got a motor under here somewhere, and I'll show you that in a second. There she is. We'll show you that in a second. Alright, so here's the deal. Looks like ass. This whole thing just looks terrible. So we're going to see how much of this paint we can strip off with just the pressure washer. Oh yeah, here's the motor. Not bad, eh? So let's get to cleaning this thing, see how well we can do.
Can you feel it wrapped around your soul with no control?
Alright, we're going to be a bit. So here's where we're at. I might have to use some elbow grease. It did take off quite a bit of the blue, but there's a lot of that still on there. But here's my issue. The boat's actually kind of shiny, and I wouldn't mind keeping it that way if I could. I'm going to see if I can find some kind of like paint stripper or something that won't really screw up the metal too much. But yeah, I might have to put a little bit of elbow grease in this thing. And yeah, there's all the loose paint off the frame. Give her a nice coat of black, and we'll go from there. Okay, that's where we're at right now. Alright, so here's what we've learned so far. Let me show you. So over here, I used some of that paint stripper. Over here, I did not. And along the way in between, just like, you know, up in here. Basically, I'm going through a lot of power with my drill, not using any paint stripper. This stuff here, it cleaned okay, but, you know, still went through a battery on the drill, cleaning that off. But I'm not using a palm sander. I'm just using one of those brass brush, whatever, on the drill. Ooh, look at my birds. They're getting pretty big. I'm going to show you my birds. Hello, little birds. So this is the stuff I've been using to strip the paint. It's, I guess it works okay. I'm going to try it again today. Last time I put it on, I just used an old cloth and wiped it on and, you know, did what it says. I'm going to use this today, put it on a little bit thicker. But here's what I've been using to strip the paint off right here. This one and this one here. Trying to figure which one I like more. I didn't want to get too crazy with it, because I'm still gonna, I've got what do you call it there, some acid wash there, muriatic acid. I'm still gonna go over the whole thing with it, because I mean, like if you look here, it's actually kind of shiny, but again, all this damn paint just makes a mess of things. So I gotta get all that off before I can clean the surfaces up and get it ready for a good repainting, I guess. So I just slathered on a bunch of that paint stripper. In the instructions it says once you put it on, you let it sit for a bit, add a little more, and then you cover it with plastic or whatever you want to cover it with. I guess keeps it from drying out, and it lets it really sink in and take away the paint. I got a little bit here, and I put a little bit right there as well. So I'm going to see the difference with being covered and with being not covered, and see if there's much of a difference with taking the paint off. It's a couple days later. Let's get back at this. It's going to take me a while. So yeah, I went and did a thing here. I remember these old drills. I just bought this thing for like $2.50 on Kijiji. I remember these old drills were tough as hell. Like, I mean, you could kill somebody if you threw that at them. So friggin' heavy duty. Friggin' thing's older than me. But yeah, so we're gonna put on a little more of this paint stripper on the side. I did a bunch of it already and scraped a bunch off. It's actually looking pretty good. I'm going to put another coating on there and just see how it goes. So yeah, let's get at this and let's see if it works. It's only got 1 speed. I don't think it's as fast as this guy was, but give it a shot anyway. Well, it looks like my little guys are getting adventurous. They're up and wandering. I'm sure I won't see them tomorrow. Pretty neat watching these things grow. Grew really fast. Paint is off. The one side. What a pain in the butt. And another coating. Gonna let that sit for probably 2 hours. And we'll come back, try scraping it off, and try it again. Yeah, a bit of a cleanup with the wire wheel. Took a bunch off. The bag fell off that part there, so it dried out on me, but this part stayed wet, so. Alright, a whole bunch more to go. Ugh. So we're closer to getting stuff ready. We bought some wood the other day. It's I paid good bucks for this piece of wood, man. I paid $50 for this piece of wood. It's a nice piece of wood. I want it to last. So I'm going to I probably could have used these, but I'm going to trace them out. These are for the transom. One goes in the front, one goes in the back. So we're going to get those cut out of here. We picked this up in the mail. Coat it by Goop. That stuff is it's going to go in all the seams and stuff like that. It's going to go around all the rivets. I cleaned this out the other day with some Fantastic and a scrub brush. I cleaned everything out. Try to make sure things are nice and clean. On the back half here, get all the paint stripped off of it finally. The previous owner really gooped the shit out of it with sealer and stuff, but it should hold. We're going to go over top of that stuff with some of that that goop stuff anyway. But yeah, there's a crap load of friggin' that spray seal shit on this thing. So I'm going to try my best to reseal it, I guess. Trailer needs a bit of a paint job. It's not the prettiest trailer in the world, but it should work for what I need. This here, I'm going to cut this little piece off. This is so far gone, it's just rotten there. So I'm gonna snip that off. I've got some lights I'm gonna mount. That way they got mounts and everything here. They're gonna mount on here. Yeah, we got a few things to do. So let's get cracking here and let's cut some transom wood. All right, I'm gonna put this stuff on. It's probably not marine quality, but for the odd time it's in the water, I think it should be okay. We'll see how it goes. Let's seal it. Painting with foam is not the same as painting with a real brush. I don't like this. I don't know if I said this before, but I'm not looking to make this thing into like a showpiece. I just want to make it presentable. So you know, if you see me making mistakes or you don't like what I'm doing, well, I'm winging it, and I really don't care because it's not a showpiece. It's just meant to work. Got a bunch of primer on the back. Going to just rough it up with one of these pads just to smooth it out a little bit. I'm going to throw some paint on the back end of it here just to prep it for when I put the transom wood on. But as for the rest of it, yeah, once that's all done, said and done, then I'm going to seal the shit out of this thing. Once she is sealed, I'm going to paint it. Again, not a showpiece. If it was, I'd be pulling all that crap out and straightening the shit out of it, which I am not. It's just meant to go fishing. There we go. We got her all mounted, all nice and solid on there. She's all sealed up. There you go. Still looks like wood. Kind of like the look. Although I should have got some kind of a stain. Whatever. It'll work. It'll hold her up. There we go. Got the old numbers remounted. The old tags. We're gonna go through here. We're gonna paint some rivets. Get her all done. We're getting. This is what we're using. It's a 2-parter. You got to mix this stuff into that stuff. I got to stir it for about 7 minutes, and once it's done, I got 30 minutes to put it on. I got myself a helper today because there's only 30 minutes to get this stuff on.
Wait a minute. What did the frog say when he jumped in the boat?
I don't know.
Rivet.
You suck. Oh, that's bad. dude, that's horrible.
That's what we're doing though, right?
Well, I got my frog right there.
And look at
Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that awesome shirt. Isn't that awesome?
Right.
Okay, so yeah, let's get this done. All right, here we go. Oh, look at that, eh? Stupid me forgot to set my timer, so maybe we'll shut the camera off and we'll set a timer.
Well, no, if we do 7 minutes of this, you'll know it's 7 minutes.
7 minutes. Oh, go do a friggin' super high-speed friggin' mix video.
You just got to get it mixed. It's epoxy, right?
Yeah, some kind of whatever, yeah. It's got graphite.
Yeah, like, what do you call it? Alumafil for doing aluminum on cars. It's got no Bondo in it.
Jeez. Gotta start jerking off a lot more. This is getting tiring. Just like that, we're all done. The stuff says you got 30 minutes to, apply all your stuff. And what did we get her done in under?
31 minutes.
Perfect. Isn't that friggin' awesome? 31 minutes, we got the stuff. Actually, no. That's counting the 6 extra minutes we had to tack on for mixing it. So there we go. We got her done in just under 30 minutes. 2-person job, 100%. So I guess we have to look and see how long it takes for this stuff to cure. Once she's cured, I can throw some paint on it, throw some silver on the bottom there, throw some red on the sides, and throw the motor on and go fishing. Had my headlight kit left over from polishing up the lights on the Sky. Might as well polish away all that yellow on this one while he's here. That's the kit there, if anyone cares. And yes, he knows he's supposed to tape it all up, but he doesn't care.
So I know how to do it.
Yeah, so check that out. I wish I got a before and after. That one there used to be mint. Used to look at this light and it was perfect condition. This one was horrible. Now that that one's fixed, this one looks like ass. She's all done. Pretty cool stuff. 10 to 12 hour cure time. I'm cool with that. You want to know what's annoying? Underestimating how much paint you need. I could probably throw another couple coats of red on this thing. I got the back done okay, no problem. The other side, I mean, it's all red, but it's not perfect. You can see all the sealer underneath, but that's not a big deal. I don't care about that. My big deal is how thin the red is. So I've got 3 cans of red on here already. I'll probably pick up a couple more cans just to finish the job. And yeah, ran out of primer, but this aluminum paint seems to be sticking pretty good. So I think I have 1 more can left of that stuff, so I will be okay with that. But my first thing I got to do, I got to finish my red. Once the red is finished, I can put a clear on it just to make it a little bit shinier and a little more durable. And then once that's done, I'll mask it off and I'll paint the top with that aluminum paint. And we should be good to flip her over, register it, put my numbers to it, and go fishing. Hey guys, what's up? It's the next day. I just put 2 more coats of red on here. Well, not 2 more coats, 2 more cans. 1 can per side. I hope I had enough. It's not the greatest paint job in the world, but it's gonna have to do because I'm not buying more friggin' paint for this thing. It's good enough. Once I get it all masked up and get my silver on there, it should be okay. But yeah, so we're gonna get that done now, and we're gonna throw some clear coat on it and see how much of a difference it makes. And once that is on, we'll get her all masked off and we'll paint the aluminum on it. Yeah, that's my luck, eh? Not a cloud in the sky. Check this out. I'm not even done friggin' painting my friggin' clear coat yet. Son of a bitch. I hope it doesn't dry too weird. Oh well. Ugh. Ah, my bike is getting wet. Oh well, that's not gonna hurt it. Oh, finally. Done masking it off. Don't want to do that again. Oh wait, I have to do it again. Damn it. Other side is done. What a pain. I did it. I painted the top. Well, I guess the bottom. Let's get this stuff off. I'll show you the results. Not too shabby. Look at that, eh? polished that turd up quite nicely. I ran out of paint back here, but it'll be dirty underwater anyway. Whatever. Geez, check that out. That's actually pretty good. I mean, you see all my sealer and whatnot underneath, but other than that, she ain't bad. It's respectable. I'll get my 20 horse on the back of it. Get my numbers to the front. Who knows? Wonder if I have any silver or maybe a light gray decals in my collection somewhere. I'll decal her up with the numbers. And if I can find the logo for, what's this, a Nalco boat, I'll get their logo or something on here so it looks legit. There we go. Now I just need a second person to put on some horses and I can finish the trailer. I'll wire the trailer up and give it a nice paint job. That's done. Off to the side. Now to move on to the trailer. Shouldn't be too hard. I got a lot of old wiring in here I got to pull out. And yeah, pull that out. I cut the ends off. Well, half the ends off anyway. And I'm going to rewire it, put new lights on, and give her a paint job. Maybe I'll recover those bumpers, who knows. Pulled the wiring and everything out of the trailer last night. Gonna move the cars around, gonna swap vehicles, gonna back her in, back the Jeep in here. We're gonna hook her up to the wiring, and we're gonna run some wires and hook up some lights on here. So I just realized I'm kind of doing this backwards. I mounted my lights, got my wiring all throughout the whole trailer. I haven't wired it yet, but I should have painted this before I friggin' wired it. Oh well, I'll paint my wires, you won't even see them. Perfect, we got lights. Now to paint it. Awesome, we're coming along pretty good. We got her all wired up for lights. All the wires are all run, everything's all painted. I'm just going to need a second hand to move this thing over, put it back on here, and then I'm going to paint the inside of the boat, probably like a light gray or something like that, and just finish the look, mount my motor, and go fishing. Just did a little bit of recycling. This thing here used to be part of my old razor, my old Polaris razor. Gonna use them for guides. When I put the doors on, they had to be removed. So now they're guides. Keep me from blowing around. I'm trying to load this thing up. And now that she's all flipped over, you can see what the inside looks like. There's more of that sealer I put in, that dark gray stuff there. But we're going to give this thing a nice coat of some light gray floor paint, I think. Alright. Let's get in the car. And of course, gotta take the top off because, you know, it's nice out. Ta-da! What a beautiful day. So everything you've been watching for the past few minutes or whatever has pretty much taken place over the last probably 3 weeks. Just basically working on it when I can. Bad weather days, you know, obviously not doing squat. Work gets in the way, you know, that friggin' work always does. But today's a beautiful day. It's a gorgeous day today. Hopefully don't get any friggin' rain like we did a couple days ago. We might, I don't know. So anyway, we're going to head into town right now. We're going to go pick up some floor paint. I would imagine floor paint would be a little more durable than regular paint. So we're just going to get like a tub of it. We're just going to brush it on the inside of the boat. We're just going to go to Canadian Tire and pick that stuff up. We're going to look at a few things while we're there. Some boat stuff and whatnot as well. I need a roller for the bottom of the, or for the top of the trailer to keep the boat from rubbing on the frame. I also need a bow stop, but I don't think they have the size I need at Canadian Tire. But we'll check it out. Let's get going. See you in a bit. So apparently this stuff is for wood and concrete and porches. I can't use this on aluminum. So I'm gonna have to keep looking. So I didn't exactly get what I wanted to, but I got this. It's Armor coat rust paint. Interior, exterior, and bare metal, and says it's for aluminum, all kinds of crap. Says this kind of probably should use a primer, but there's enough old paint. We'll call that a primer. Except there where the feet go. But all right, let's get the stuff on here. And well, here's the before. Yeah, it's getting there. Gonna go help a buddy there for a bit. I'll be back at this in probably an hour or so. Not bad. Not bad. They also didn't have that piece. I need a little roller or something to sit on there. And we're finally out in the water. Look at that. Hey, wait, we're not in my boat. Donnie, what's happening, buddy?
Hey.
First run of the year. How's it feel?
Feels like we're going faster than the Chief Commander.
I'll be the judge of that. I was on the Chief Commander yesterday.
So about an hour ago, Donnie's got a what do you call it there? Tiger shark. Tiger shark. I took that out for a rip there earlier. First time.
Motorcycles.
Oh yeah, first time on a personal watercraft. What's that? What'd you say?
I want to get a motorcycle.
Motorcycles it is in the future. Maybe not this year, but they are gonna. It's gonna happen.
Nice. I love it. I really do. It's big.
Boat is awesome.
That's wrong with big.
A couple of ducks fishing when they go down there, stick their butt up in the air.
Holy man, it's just getting too damn hot to friggin' paint this thing. Most of it's done. It's got that last little bit to do, so I'm gonna back her underneath the canopy and hope for the best. There we go. She is painted. Finally. She's looking pretty good. Friggin' right, she's looking fantastic, man. Look at that. Damn, I'm good, right? I polished a turd. Yeah, with any luck, maybe the next video you'll see will be, well, it might be me screwing with this, or maybe I'll be in the water fishing, who knows. I'll wire it in. These braces here, or guides or whatever, these are from the old razor I had. I had to take these things off when I mounted the doors. They've just been kicking in a pile of, maybe I might use it for something later on pile. Let's go stick some numbers on this thing. Geez, it's looking more and more like a boat every day, man. This is sweet. Like I said before, well, I don't know if I said before, but I got to get a roller for here and I got to get a bow stop for there. Time to go into town. Let's go get some parts. You can't really see it. Just had her running. She's, you know, it was no water. Just wanted to see if it worked. It was running probably 3 seconds. So just for, just to make sure it ran kind of thing, you know what I mean? So, well, here's the deal. We got her all hooked up, man. She's ready to rock for the morning. We're going to take her out. We're going to test it and see how she goes. Got all our safety gear. We got our bailing bucket. We got the anchor. Got the freaking the paddle, the whole bit. She's ready to rock. Numbers are on it. Got this thing on. They wanted $40 for one of these, so I had something here. So I just kind of jimmy rigged something to make it work. Just went and picked that thing up just to get her off the bow of the boat. Off the trailer or the bow. I don't know all my terminology. The front end of the boat off the trailer. So that's how she sits. Let's pack her in for the day. It's freaking hot. I'm sweating like a bugger. Yeah, pretty sweaty. Alrighty, let's go break her in. What's up, guys? Here we go. We just dropped her off, parked the Jeep, and now the test. Let's see if I can start it in the water, and hopefully the water actually goes out of it. There's out of the engine. There's no leaks, there's no water inside the boat, which is awesome. Like absolutely zero. Not a darn thing in here, man. That is just awesome as hell. All right, let's we'll start her up and see how she goes.